Welcome back, everyone, to Pro and Noob for DanDaDan episode 9 of season 2 or 21. Whichever way you want to look at it, we are back, of course. Good, Jarod. I've completely forgot which side that way.
Your left.
Yeah, that way.
Yeah, you're right. I was just affirming to your left.
Yeah. You then said right, and my brain just went, but no.
Oops.
Yeah. Episode 9 of the DanDaDan. Are we still as confused on his motivation as
nope,
we were?
Loved it.
No, cool.
Nope, perfect. Moving on. There's my noble altruistic boy. There's my noble altruistic boy.
I loved that fight.
It was good.
That fight had the sauce.
The Evil Eye didn't even get a lick in.
No, that's the point.
Okarun ran the ones. That was belt to ass. Like, oh my god.
This man's like, oh, I've got a count call. I've won. And they had like one of the best shots I've ever fucking done. God damn. The manga did it better slightly though, but they did it.
Still love the fight. I love the motivation. I love that we actually got Okarun being like, oh yeah, so like the Evil Eye just needs a sparring partner. I'm gonna spar the Evil Eye until we get anything else figured out. But until then,
no one ever notices Evil Eye is just two kids.
Yep.
It's just two kids. No. Very Ju-on, very grudge. Just two kids.
Yeah. So, oh, it's cool. I like that.
Great way in the arc.
Yeah, I was kind of like surprised that like it all kind of ended there. If I have one criticism, I think it's kind of insane that we just dedicated like a third of this episode to end the arc. You know, I think
that's what I was saying last week. I expected it to
now
finish.
That I have the full
as a
perspective,
whole,
it's kind of insane. It ends this the arc, like, because again, like this is the first time the like one arc ends and another one begins in the same episode. That not only was the dividing line so clear, it was clunky as a motherfucker. Like. It was like this is the first time I've gone, oh, I see. Like season 1 had so many instances where like the progression of the story and the transition from one like arc of the overarching story moved into the next one, where it was so smooth it was practically unnoticeable. Like the only way I was able to pick up on it was the way you were talking about how the manga is paced. But
I say it's the first arc where they don't have a dinner.
Yeah,
because that's how every arc ends: is they all sit around and have food.
Yeah,
and they don't do that here for obvious reasons, for very obvious reasons. He demolishes the house.
Yeah,
and has your dad be like, "Oh, I was kind of upset about the house. Like it was your fault.
Kinda.
You had the final let it crumble."
I mean, granted, he had his. I felt kind of bad. I'm sure he had a feeling that was going to happen, and he already had the plan to draft Peeny Weenie and Minecraft Steve to help rebuild it.
So funny.
It's funny.
Yeah, the whole demon mode thing. No, he could have kicked him literally anywhere else
instead of straight back through the house. Maybe into the woods or something.
There's rice paddies right across the road from him.
But no, that also with regards to Minecraft Steve, which we'll get to it in full.
We will, because that is the funniest thing Sarah's ever done. But we'll get to it.
I was watching the episode in me and Taylor's room, and she was like still in there this time because she took the day off, and I texted you making my joke about Minecraft Steve, and then. She was like bullshitting on her phone, not really paying attention to what was on the TV. And she kind of rolled over and went, "What's Minecraft doing here?"
It's so funny.
Now, I didn't press her on why she called the guy who looks like Steve Minecraft.
Ludris.
There's what was that?
Ludris.
Ludris.
Ludris. Ludris.
She called him Minecraft. You didn't say the guy from Minecraft. So there is a potentiality that my girlfriend thinks Minecraft is the name of a character in the game Minecraft. And I'm not going to clarify it because it's funny thinking that she thinks there's a character named John Minecraft or whatever.
Should have just dropped the Minecraft like Herobrine. No. But no, it's Herobrine. What are you talking about? Steve's brother, everyone. No.
You want to hear something about me? I've never played Minecraft.
Have you not? Wow.
Never cared to.
Minecraft might be the coziest game imaginable.
That's not entirely true. I have sat down while other people were playing Minecraft, and I was handed the controller for like 15 minutes.
It's not really.
Pardon me,
Minecraft.
but I've never been a minecraft guy.
I never got hardcore into it. I played it for a couple of months, and that's about it.
Yeah,
it's like cool. I built a house. I've done everything. This was fun. On something else.
Yeah,
but yes,
never been a thing for me. But shouts out to the people who like it.
Yeah, the funniest thing with him, with Ludris, is he looks exactly how he does in the manga, but the manga doesn't give him the outfit. But everyone called him Minecraft Steve anyway. It was always called Steve. It's a pure fan joke. And they've gone, you know what? People are right. Put this motherfucker in the Minecraft Steve outfit. Right?
That's so funny.
And that's how we have Minecraft Ludris.
When he threw the stick down, he went, chicken jockey! Anyway, that joke was funny 4 months ago. But yeah, no, I like the rebuilding the house arc, or like the arc, but like kind of plot line. What I thought was interesting, and I hope it gets expanded upon more with Seiko. I mean, it's kind of been a through line through the whole season, but this whole idea of like when one asks for help, right?
Yeah.
And like accepting help, the vulnerability. Vulnerability's been the big theme, right? The vulnerability required to ask for help and to allow one to help you. I hope we get an expansion on that with Seiko specifically, because like it's basically it takes 8 people to say, "Hey, we're going to rebuild your house." For her to finally go, "Okay, fine, but it's your problem," and it's like that was a little unsatisfying. It made me happy to see everybody come together. Like everybody kind of went their separate ways to catch their breath after dealing with the evil eye for a few days. And then immediately mobilized, like the moment they got like enough energy back from everything that's happened.
Oh, Okarun and Ira are immediate. Same day.
Yeah, I just mean like they also like left and then came back. Like while they're at the spa, they probably went home, took a nap, took a shower, came back. Let's build a house. I
was on the assumption that they went straight to Peeny Weenie.
Here, wait 1 moment. I got to pause.
Where were we?
We were talking about the rebuilding of the house and the whole...
yes. Seiko's traditional Japanese values of, no, I don't need help because I'm older than everyone.
Yeah. Which, again, like, I understand what we're going for. I understand, like, how it's in character for her. There's a part of me that, like... I like Seiko a lot. I kind of like paid lip service to this not too long ago, where it's like I enjoy her a lot. She's one of those characters that like that works wholly on presentation. Like she is one of those characters you don't necessarily have to give a whole lot of pathos to be fun to watch. Because like it's the aesthetic, it's the vibe, it's the performance, it's the function she serves in the narrative, But like there's a part of me that looks at her and goes, "Wow, I really do like Seiko. Could I get a little bit more meat on the bone for Seiko?"
I think not necessarily problem or issue. It's not being used to it sort of thing. Where I'm going to call DanDaDan a shonen, even though I don't inherently believe it is a shonen because it goes. Wait, the shonen's a disguise for DanDaDan, right?
Yeah.
It's long form storytelling, like insanely long form storytelling. We don't know how long DanDaDan's going to go on for, right? It's already past 200 chapters, which episode wise isn't that many, really, kind of, but it's just a bit more patience.
No, for sure. I apologize. Naya is going ape shit again.
It's Doug.
I know, but she's just a little yelper. But no, and again, and I am patient. I'm just again, it's part of the it's part of this exercise, right? Is my immediate, what is that something I would necessarily say if I was able to watch this at my own pace or whatever I wanted, however I wanted? Probably not, because I'd be I'm sure we're going to get more. It's just I want to explore more of what this means to Seiko. I want to get more from her than the kind of deadpan, well, whatever, dude. It's just her being so above it all and kind of exhausted by it all is fun and charming and cool, but it also gets through. It's all, but that's the thing, though, is that I want it to be a front. I want to intellectually understand that. But if you don't show me Seiko caring, that's just who she is. You know what I mean? Eventually,
she has. We have seen. No.
Eventually, we need to break the surface, though. Eventually we need to get something a little bit more intimate than her having a stolen glance or a moment of vindication from one of the kids or whatever. Do
you want her to hug Momo?
And I don't necessarily need her to hug Momo. I just need her to open up to Momo a little bit more and be I'm holding you at a distance maybe, and here's why. Or I resent having to rely on helping hands, and here's why. I want, and not necessarily her saying it, a demonstration, however it comes into fruition. I just want more from Seiko at this point. That it's
so I was going to say she already has hugged her technically.
Yeah, but it's not that I need her to hug Momo. I just need Seiko.
I get what you're saying. I was saying the more that intimate moment we have already had in season 1.
I mean her opening up, not her consoling one of these children that she takes care of. Because again, that's another archetype she falls into. Is that again there are few character beats for a mentor character archetype that I just pop for the way I do the old head stepping in to whip ass.
Yeah.
Because the kids are out of their depth and the other guy is somebody who needs an old head ass whooping. I don't like talking about Harry Potter. It's watching Dumbledore duel Voldemort.
Yeah.
Because there's a stank that Albus puts on that. That it's not only are you a threat and you're a problem and I'd have to do this anyway, but what you're doing is pissing me off and now you're fucking with my kid. More so than normal. So
you
now
want
it's
more
on.
of Seiko's introduction, right? With Turbo
Yes.
Granny.
Yeah. Or my other, the example I can now use because fuck Harry Potter. It's Keller and Beck in The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
I love a everything's gonna be all right kid moment. And I love the moments we've gotten from Seiko where she goes full Keller and Beck. But what I want is the how do I put this? It's not enough for me at this point in the game for Seiko as a character to just be unflinchingly, undyingly dedicated to protecting these kids. I know she cares because she's willing to lay her life on the line. I know she cares because the effort she's putting into protecting them. What I'm ready for is for her to be emotionally honest about it.
Yeah.
and that like her indifference and that nonchalantness about her, that is fun, that is compelling, that is interesting, is a little still surface level. I know I can see it's like I'm looking at a frozen river. I can see fish. You know, I can see it percolating under there, but I want to know her more. I want to know more about her and why everything is this kind of I'm above it all. I'm looking down on it. You know, she is so nonchalant. Like they have money troubles. You know, they have money troubles. Like Seiko was trying to provide for this teenager on not a whole lot of dough in the middle of bumfuck nowhere. Like, and like every time the money issues come up, Seiko is like, nah, new uniform. You know, that like on some level it feels antagonistic, and on another level it just feels really distant. And, you know, having to break her into letting the help come shows that that she isn't indifferent, she's obstinate. You know, that like, so like that is like a mini beat in of itself. But what I want is, why are you not indifferent but obstinate towards this? That is compelling to me. That is interesting to me. That takes a character who can survive off of, you know, style and panache and just rule of cool, and elevate them and let us experience a character who like is haunted by something, who is carrying the burden of something. And again, I don't want it to sound like I don't like Seiko or I think she's underdeveloped. I like, again, you could have her just be cool. You know, like Seiko could just do Boba Fett shit. She could just stand there, look cool, say cool shit, do cool shit, and we'll be fine with it. And she could survive off of that. But much in the same way, I didn't give a shit about Boba Fett until a couple years ago.
No.
You know, I want what makes you a person. You know,
you want the scroll of Seiko?
What?
The scroll of Seiko?
Yes. I want to rewatch Book of Boba Fett now. That show fucking rules, and if you disagree, you're wrong. But yeah, and like I said, she's cool. I want more of that pathos from her. And it's like, I think so much of it is that like, as much as like a lot of like anime conventions annoy me, frustrate me, don't gel with me, like we do get, but through that we do get a lot of like potent characterization. You know, and I can admit that. I can admit that the things that don't necessarily work for me do serve a function. Like, and again, because Okarun and Momo and Gigi are so rich, and we even have characters like Peeny Weenie, you know, who like don't have a lot going on, but like still feel so full, you know, because of the nature in which he's introduced, right?
Seiko just hasn't had her moment yet.
Sure, and I'm sure there was a moment to come. I'm just saying, gee golly wow, I can't wait for that moment to happen. You know, I'm looking forward to that moment.
Well, good luck waiting 5 years.
I'm sure I will be.
Like every good shonen, they make you wait for it. But there was one omission there, and I want to get out of the way.
Yeah, because I texted you about it.
Yeah, Mister, I'm going to change my mind because it wasn't already firmly planted right here to begin with anyway.
Howdy doodly. You know why I'm saying howdy doodly? Because of Ned Flanders. Because of Ned Flanders. Holy
Which
shit.
you are factually incorrect on.
Oh my god!
No,
She's
you
getting
cannot
so
say
little to do, Mitch.
you cannot say Ira has been flanderized this quickly because you have the whole Chica Cheetah thing there. You have the development from last week. You cannot say she's been flanderized in the slightest.
I know. I'm mostly being hyperbolic, and I'm mostly taking the piss. That said, holy shit. Did like the bits of progress I was making with Ira's character get shot in the dick today? Oh my god! Like
such a bad, it's horrendous.
No, here's my thing. Here's my thing. Let me cook. Ira already archetype. I'm hot and cold on, and I want, again, much like Seiko, I want more from you. I want to sit with a little bit more of what is making you you, and a lot of it is being relegated to like little background bits and moments. Yes, she is compassionate because she loves Chica Cheetah. Yes, there is that insecurity. Yes, there's all of that. But again, we are reaching. Okay, not reaching quite yet, but I can see us approaching a critical mass that we reached with Oscar fucking Langley.
Oh dang!
Where it was, I get the archetype. Tell me what makes you you. Holy shit! Why? Like I feel like we've gotten all we can get out of her current, like, I don't like saying this, pick me behavior. I think we've gotten.
That's exactly what it is.
I know. It's not a phrase I like you. It's not a phrase I like using. No. It's one of those I don't think as a guy I should ever be calling a woman to pick me. I don't think I should. I understand. I'm just saying I don't like saying that about women, even if they're fictional. It's not a habit I want to get into. However, all that said, what I'm getting at is that I think we have stripped mined everything about the pick me part of Ira that we can, and I'm ready to move on. I have enjoyed the emotional momentum of Okaroon and Momo's relationship so much this season. And it felt like running into a glass wall emotionally in a deeply unsatisfying way when Momo felt like she was getting ready to take the gloves off and like make a play. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, yeah. Again, like I want to make something clear. Okay. I thrice have been in the Okaroon position of, I really like this girl. I don't want to make it weird in the pool. I'm going to play it conservatively. I'm going to play it at a distance. I'm going to see where it goes. I am going to play an excruciatingly long game just for the other person to like pull the trigger on my behalf. And let me tell you, there's no high greater than that. Okay. There's no high greater than that moment. And I was like, oh shit, Okaroon's about to have his moment of like, he's playing it right. He's taking this slow. I'm taking this moderately. You know, I don't want to be aggro. I don't want to. He's being a perfect gentleman about everything. And for Momo to finally be like, hey, I appreciate how you're handling this situation. Not necessarily as a reward, but like to make you rest assured that you are safe to feel the way you feel and safe to want to engage and indulge those feelings. Let me take a big step at you, and close the gap that you are hesitant to close because you do not want to make me uncomfortable. And giving the other person all of the agency in that situation and going like, I have made it subtly or unsubtly abundantly clear. This is something I want. But in the name of, giving you the space you need, I am not going to come off the top fucking rope for it. And again, did I think that episode 9 arc transition was going to be the moment that they kiss and the horns play and, Okarun and Momo are officially a couple? No. But did I think that we were about to have a really big, important beat? Yes. And to hit that glass wall of Ira, just like, you fucking pig, get away from it. It just took all the wind out of my sails. It felt like I was back in season 1. And we have found yet another contrived way for there to be a ridiculous misunderstanding. And it just, again, like it's this issue where it's like, I am truly
I like how you
so
still think
invested.
it's a misunderstanding. Like, there's absolutely no misunderstanding.
No, I mean like in season 1 where Okarun and Momo would find a misunderstanding to be angry at each other about. That's what I'm referring to. I know with Ira and Momo, it's just straight beef. And I get that. It's not a misunderstanding there.
It's not beef. It's not beef in the slides. It's territorial.
Sure. Okay. Yeah. And that's a territorial beef. It's a conflict. Mm-hmm. But like, I understand it's a genuine conflict between them. But it's just like, again, I am so invested in these characters. I am so invested in this budding relationship. I think it's beautiful. I think it's very sweet. But man, oh man. Like, it's just, I feel like we build up so much momentum and then I just get loosey with the goddamn football, Charlie Brown. Damn. And I will also say, I am aware of the fact this is the fucking point. I get that. I get that it is not by accident. I get that it is intentional. It does not change the fact that it frustrates me. And I am again, the show is working. We're back to the Penelope Featherington effect. I know Asuka is supposed to get on my nerves. It's working. But motherfucker, did this piss me off.
Jarod has very firmly fallen on the Momokarun side of the fence.
Yeah.
A lot of people go through what you're going through right now. Some people are still going through it. Despite whatever happens later down the line. Still going through it. Some people get over it, some people don't. Time will tell.
Do they not end up together?
What, Momo and Okarun? Why would I ever say anything like that? That's not what I was implying in the slide. Can you imagine if he went 200 plus chapters?
Wait.
Obviously, you have no idea where this is. You've probably got a faint idea where it goes.
One moment. Sorry.
You started the story off and your intention is clearly it's those two.
Yeah.
And you go 200 plus chapters and then you just switch it up.
I mean,
with how attached people are to DanDaDan at the minute, because it is, even Shonen Jump know it's a new flagship for them. I mean, they haven't got much of a choice, in fairness, but they know because they know. But if they just went Okarun and Ira, that would be crazy.
I mean, you say wild.
That would be wild.
You and I come from comics, though, and
and that's part of the reason why I know that's not how this is going to go.
Yeah, but I've seen Peter Parker and Betty Brant, and Peter Parker and Mary Jane Watson, and Peter Parker and Gwen Stacy, and Peter Parker and fucking Shadowcat, and Peter Parker and Felicia Hardy, and then Mary Jane again, and then
the difference though is that's a necessity for Western comics because they just perpetual. You always have to do something.
I'm just saying, would it shock me that much? I'm like, oh, cool. Like, they thought they wanted each other, but like they grow and they mature and they, parallel evolution for.
The only thing relatively close to that actually happening that I could think of in recent times is Rent a Girlfriend.
Is what?
Rent a Girlfriend.
I'm using my power of veto right now to say I'm not watching Rent a Girlfriend.
You're not. I wouldn't put you. Rent a Girlfriend is so fucking funny. It's 390.
Once Mitch unlocks channel memberships, if you make that a threshold of like lock.
I honestly, I would not put you through Rent a Girlfriend in the slightest because I know it's. It's a typical. It's a typical. It's your romance anime with One Piece pacing. 390 chapters in, right? They've only just finished an actual proper date, which lasted 30 fucking chapters. Shit's insane, and it ended up in a yes but no. That's Rent a Girlfriend. I wouldn't put people through that. Also, the fact that the main guy is 100% a gooner, and that's no, I wouldn't do that to it.
Boy. Anyway, moving on. Jesus fucking Christ.
Anyway, so probably the best, minus maybe My Dress Up Darling romance in anime.
Either way, like would it? I think that you could make a very compelling end for these characters of people kind of.
I think you could if DanDaDan was a Marvel thing or a DC thing. I think the fact that it's like it starts off with the full intention of the story is Momo and Okarun. It ends with Momo and Okarun. That's the whole point of a romance anime or a romance anime or manga is this. The story of this is the story I'm telling. Right.
Fair.
You know where it's going to end. You watch it for the character development.
Very, very valid.
Speaking of undercutting, Seiko just shouting "nice done" at GG, poor kid.
That was fucking insane. That was so funny.
It's so funny.
That was the moment I realized
that fucking piano. Like, oh my god.
That was the moment I realized Taylor was not paying attention because she's just like bullshitting on her phone and just this grown ass senior citizen. Nice dong, kid. I like glanced at her. I was like, yeah, she's not listening. She's not paying attention. She did not hear a word. No, that was funny.
So funny. So funny.
But no, so that was good. I really like Gigi's family basically going, yeah, we're going to take him now and go right to Lowe's and come back to rebuild the house. Like there was a kindness to them that I really appreciated, that it's like,
where Gigi gets it from.
Yeah,
clearly.
I can see he comes by it honestly, truly. And that made me very happy. I hate to ask a who inflates the Batmobile's tires question.
Oh,
which I want to thank you because I've heard that used as an example for people just being anti-whimsy. I've heard people feel like very plot hole, like obsessed, cinema sins, red letter media, whatever type thinking. But I love the way you use that as like as a noun, that it is a who inflates the tires on the Batmobile question. I like that a lot. So to ask one of those types of questions, is it only the people who are in touch?
Are you going to talk about the bulls? Yeah, you're talking about the bull.
No. Is it only the people who are in touch with the supernatural already who are able to see Gigi physically change?
Yes.
Okay, because when he changed at school, my asshole clenched so hard.
Yeah, if you should go back to season one.
Whoa. People are going to be like, Gigi, what's coming out of your fucking head? Why are you purple? Oh my God.
If you go back to season one when they're doing the chase from the crab.
Yeah, no, I remember that.
Look at the whole piggyback thing. It's purely only if you are spiritual stuff, you can see it.
So to them, like, because I know that everybody couldn't see the crab and everything, but to them, all they're seeing is like Okarun just like Naruto running with a chick on his back. Okay.
Yeah. That's why Momo in that moment kind of panics. She's like, oh, people are going to think we're playing chicken or whatever she says they're doing.
Which is funny. Okay. But that's what I thought. Because everybody just like no sells, you're like purple with like rainbows coming out of you and you got this thing coming out of your fucking head. And all anybody's commenting on is, I'll butcher you all.
So funny. I love Evil Eye.
I was cool. Okay. That was my main curiosity.
Yeah, because if you go back to Ira as well, Ira couldn't see anything until she had the ball. That's why she could see Momo's psychic hand. Right? And also she gets trapped in the black space in the school with Nessie and everything.
Okay.
You okay with that?
Yeah.
Good.
You can get down with that. But yeah, excited to see finally pick back up with the ball plot line. I'm excited. We're gonna get a move on there. Not that I think it's been lacking. It's just I'm excited to like get back on the main quest line. You know. So yeah, I like this episode. I want more from Seiko. Ira is frustrating me, but yeah.
Also, Momo actually finds out she likes him here. From my interpretation of it anyway. So I don't believe she knows until Gigi asks. Because it's that mirror of when Okarun gets asked if he's with Momo. She suddenly realizes that I don't believe Momo's known.
I think she's...
I think it's a situation of she doesn't understand what she's feeling, so she can't put a label on it.
No, I think she's...
That's my...
I think she has been too outwardly emotional and flirtatious with him for her to not know. I think this is the first time that she was like put in a situation where like she had the panic of owning it. I think it was the panic of having. But I think
that's part of the reason of not understanding exactly what she's got.
Maybe.
Right? Like she doesn't understand necessarily what she's doing. She's just acting on instinct. Like the whole hand holding, the hand squeezing in the car with the little symbol. Like I think that's her trying to figure out. She's trying to get to that place. It's only when Gigi actually just outright comes out and asks that I think she's actually finally clocked.
Yeah. Maybe.
Maybe something there. No.
Perhaps. But either way.
Did you, before we end it, did you... Because I watched it on Netflix. Netflix did not go to the next one at the outro. Did you watch after the outro?
No, because not to... See, this is what happens. Mitch and I change... So you can't tell that we recorded this the same day.
It's really fucking funny because I didn't change.
Oh, I couldn't tell if you did it. You're too far away and my monitor's too dark, so I was assuming you did. I just threw on a different shirt. Well, we did the last time we did that. We did the last time we did Stevie and Pro and Noob back to back. And then I ended up breaking the illusion by accident. But to break the illusion I was single-handedly trying to maintain, no, because we had to record CBC. I didn't watch the outro. Again, because you got to remember, like I don't want to cut the outro short.
It's not
like, okay, it's time to go to work mode, and I also want to avoid the episode previews. So like it's between that.
No, that's fair. I only asked.
I watched the outro once, and I was like, okay, that was cute. Moving on. I want to like get to talking.
I only asked this time because there is an extra bit.
Oh well, motherfucker! What was the extra bit?
A new character.
Interesting. Is it Minecraft Steve?
No, it's not. You've already seen Minecraft Steve. Totally new character.
Oh, okay. So I haven't seen them at all yet. Okay. I thought you were saying they were added to the outro.
No.
But okay. Well.
No, you would have seen them in the intro and the outro, but it's their introduction.
Wonderful. Well, I'll have to check that out again. But yeah, I like
arguably the main character of DanDaDan. No. And DanDaDan's biggest plot hole.
Ooh, I don't like that word. I don't like that word.
It's so funny.
People throw that word willy-nilly around. And
they do, but it's kind of legitimate here. It's just actually funny.
I trust you.
You should. It's really funny.
You don't trust me, but I do trust you.
I trust you to be you.
Damn, that is so damning. That is so damning.
The way you took that is more a comment on yourself than it is on me. It's a comment that absolves me of any fault.
Can I be vain for a second?
Just the one?
Yeah. I'm just noticing how cool my tattoos look, that's all.
Okay.
I forget that I finally have the left arm done.
Because it was a few years, didn't you?
It took like 5 years for me to finally get the other lightsaber. So I'll like catch it on the camera, or I'll catch it in my reflection. I'll go, oh yeah, I got both now.
Bless you.
But anyway.
Bless you.
DanDaDan
I think
good.
you should watch the last like 6 seconds of the episode.
I will revisit it later.
Right now.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Well, so go follow Jarod on the Nerd Academies.
Yeah, hopefully we have something to talk about this week about D23, and we'll probably have the CBC boys over for that, so come tune in.
I genuinely had no idea it was this weekend. I'm so far out of the loop on that stuff at the minute.
I have only kept it in mind that it was happening this weekend because I heard from a little birdie to watch that space very closely. So,
no, the Star Wars stuff, cool. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe, and we're back next week for, I guess, the start of the next arc proper. This to me is more like a downtime in betweeny section. And we'll find out about
I was going to say in betweeny peeny weeny, and then as I got ready to say it, I was realizing I was saying it to the tune of itsy bitsy teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini, and
it's exactly where my brain went as well. I was like, yeah, I could hear him saying that.
I was like peeny weeny in betweeny. Anyhow, but yeah.
GG's. No, I don't know how to fit that in.
Yeah.
Anyway,
how are we going to do a slant rhyme to get tidy whiteys to fit into itty bitty teeny weeny?
Is cursey worsies?
Is cursey worsies? I think we're cooking. I think
because Y fronts are cursed items. That's factually correct. So yeah, the next arc will begin next week. I'm really sad I can't show Jarod the trailer. That dropped 2 weeks ago now, but
I have no interest in seeing that trailer. I'll experience it live. Take it raw.
So
Pause.
It's such a good trailer. But yeah. Bye.
Find your ball!